Hey there, it's Tracy Adams here, and I am going to talk to you today about the vicious cycle of undereating and why that doesn't work. I know that in a lot of the videos that I have done lately, I have cited information from Jason Fung's book, The Obesity Code, Unlocking the Secrets on Weight Loss. Believe it or not, I do have other sources, but that is definitely my favorite one to cite, just because he just lays out the information so clearly and gives you so much to back up what he's saying. It's really irrefutable. So I want to share a bit of information with you from his book today again. All right, so in this one section where he talks about calories in and calories out, he cites numerous studies that back up the fact that eating less and moving more is a system that is proven to fail, okay? And he gives numerous examples to back up what he is saying. But in a section that he dubbed the Hunger Games, he points out that the calories in, calories out plan for weight loss assumes that we have conscious control over what we eat. And that is debunked by the extremely powerful effect of the body's hormonal state. Okay? And we've talked about hormones in some of the other videos that I have created as a part of this series. Okay, so there's two major adaptations to caloric reduction. Number one, your body adapts, okay? It shows a dramatic reduction in its total energy expenditure. And you can see that, that people who chronically eat too few calories maybe have, their hair is thin and it's not healthy and it doesn't have that shine to it, or their nails are not, their nails are brittle and always breaking. Your body is going to cut back on expending energy on certain areas to preserve the vital functions that it needs, and it's gonna show a reduction in its total output. You see this also when you're cold or you're tired, cranky, irritable. Those are some other ways that you might feel the effects of the body reducing its expenditure on what the energy that it puts out. The second major adaptation is the hormonal signals that stimulate the hunger to increase. All right, this is the body's way of pleading with us to eat in order for it to regain the weight that it lost. Okay, and if you haven't seen my video on leptin and ghrelin, then I suggest you watch that, and that will help you understand that second adaptation a little bit better. So despite what I just shared, people continue to live through the cycle, that vicious cycle of undereating, okay? And when I say undereating, I mean, following the rule of move more, exercise more, burn more calories, and create a caloric deficit with what you're eating, okay? So we start by eating less and we lose a little bit of weight. As a result, our metabolism slows a little bit, our hunger increases, because of those two hormones I talked about in an earlier video, leptin and ghrelin, and then we start to regain the weight. So we double our efforts and we eat even less, and maybe we take our workouts up a notch. A bit more weight might come off, but again, your body's total energy expenditure is going to decrease, and your hunger is going to, you guessed it, it's going to go up. So then we start regaining the weight. So maybe we redouble our efforts even more. And this cycle continues until it is absolutely intolerable. We get cold, we're tired, we're hungry, and we are completely obsessing about food and obsessing about the scale or the pants that we want to fit in or what have you. So the worst part is that when you take your foot off the proverbial gas of, moving more and eating less to create a caloric deficit, the weight always comes back on. At some point, we go back to our old way of eating, and since our metabolism has slowed down so much, even resuming our old way of eating, we're gonna gain weight and then maybe a little bit more on top of that. And here's the thing, so many people feel like, I know I have totally felt like a failure before when I end up putting weight, it's windy out. I put weight back on after, doing really well with a diet that I followed or a meal plan. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, why can't I keep this off? This is crazy. But we're doing exactly what our hormones are influencing us to do. So I love this excerpt from the Obesity Code, as he just has a way with words. And so I'm going to read this to you. But friends, family, and medical professionals silently blame the victim, thinking that it is our fault. And we ourselves feel that we are a failure. Sound familiar? All dieters share the same sad story of weight loss and regain. It's a virtual guarantee. The cycle has been scientifically established, and its truth has been forged in the tears of millions of dieters. Yet nutritional authorities continue to preach that caloric reduction will lead to nirvana of permanent weight loss. In what universe do they live? I love that. I mean, it's so well stated. And, when I read this part of the book, I just had to add a video for this group on that and just talk about that vicious cycle of undereating and why it is frustrating and it doesn't always feel good to do, and why we regain weight back and why we hit plateaus and all of the above. And so I hope this really helps you think about how you proceed in the future of perhaps getting some unwanted lbs off of your body, and following a plan that is healthier for you, easier for you to follow, that you're able to feel good while you do, and something that you're also able to maintain. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I will get with you as soon as I can. Have a wonderful day.